everyone! Tonight I wanted to do a follow-up to a video that I put out earlier this week where I mentioned that I would be sharing a little bit more about the quick trip bags that I use. In that video I had talked about the Midi Amelia by Midi and the Midi Lennox by Carrie Kit, and I was comparing those in a different video and then I decided that I would talk about them together since I had done that comparison. This one is me talking about all of the quick trip bags that I have, which would be those two, and then I've also got the Lily Jade Danielle here, and I have a packing video of this one as well. It was a requested video, so it's really long and it shows all of the different ways that you could pack this up. And I'll try to leave that linked below as well. And then I also have the Gem and Bee Amber here. I don't know, can I get it in there? Yeah. As well. So this is the other quick trip bag that I currently have. The other two that I talked about earlier this week also that didn't work for me were the Baby Joey bag and the Lena by Cassandra bag. So those ones are in my pile of ones to list to find new homes. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about what I like about each of these bags, which ones work best for me, and whether or not I'm saying goodbye to any of them soon. So let's see. In my comparison, I talked a lot about the capacity of the Midi Amelia as it compared to the Midi Lennox by Carrie Kit. And I find, if you can see these, I don't know if I can get them both in the frame or not. Okay. If you can see these side by side, you would think that this one would hold more, but this one holds a lot more. And look at how cute it stays. Like, it's just a cute little, it's such a cute little bag. So I feel like when I was using the Midi Amelia a lot, I had a newborn and a toddler. My younger daughter is about to turn 1, like she'll be 1 next month, which is crazy. But as so when I left the newborn stage and I moved into having her as an infant, and now like we're gearing up for her to be a toddler, we're like in the process of beginning weaning, all of that kind of stuff, I'm finding that I need more bulky items, but not as many items, if that makes sense. So my main complaints have been that, or were, that the sippy cup situation, and that's going to be kind of a reoccurring theme with the bulk of these. The only one that does it well is the Midi Lennox, which makes sense because really when I look at all of these, that's the only one that has any bottle pockets on it, so obviously it wouldn't take up any space on the inside of the bag. I think that makes a big difference, really. The pockets on the inside of this Midi bag are they're laid out well if that's the way that works for your packing style. I have a tendency to use some larger organizational pieces that I then I pouch pack essentially, and I used to have more of a hybrid approach to pouch packing, and I would say that if I'm using a larger bag, I still kind of have a hybrid approach to that. Like, I'll have some things in pouches and some things out, but when I have a smaller bag, I definitely mostly use pouches, just because for me, with a smaller bag, like, I'd need the least amount of chaos possible because there's not a lot of wiggle room in them anyway, especially because I have 2 that are 2 and under, so I need them to stay as organized as possible for me. So with that said, I find that this one has pockets, like loads and loads of pockets. They're not big pockets, so they don't fit any of the things that I generally like to use when I'm packing. And I also find this to be an incredibly heavy bag. Now, this is the 1.0 version. I was seeing some people commenting that the 2.0 version is a lot better in terms of the changes that were made to the design, including the weight. So maybe it's better now. I don't know, but for my experience, as it compared to the other bags that I'm talking about, this is absolutely the heaviest one that I've got. I also don't really find that the outside pocket, this large one here, or this small one back here, which also doubles as a luggage sleeve, I really can't get very much in those either. So I end up like only being able to put my phone in them and keys. And that's pretty much it. And then anything else that ends up in there is probably like wrappers and trash and stuff. That's not the end of the world. This thing will work, you know, but it didn't work the best for me out of the ones that I have. And so yeah, that was just my experience with this one. The Lily Jade Danielle here, I loved this as a quick trip bag when I had one newborn and one infant, like when she was an infant even, it was fine. As soon as she became a toddler, it got a lot more difficult for me to use this. I've shown these in lots and lots of videos, but I only use Lily Jade bags with the Purse Amy organizers. This is the small one. With this, it gave me the ability to have bottle pockets inside of the bag, and also, you know, organizational pockets and things like that. So I really enjoyed using this little guy as a quick trip bag when I just had one little girl. But it was very short-lived. I think I stopped being able to use this in a way that made sense by the time she was about 6, maybe 7 months old. I could not use it very well for her anymore. Her diapers got bigger. She started needing snacks, started needing like a sippy cup and things like that. It just didn't work anymore, really. And so I haven't used it very much since. I have used it as a handbag for myself once or twice, but really not very much since Nicolette is my first daughter. And yeah, I would say 5 or 6 months was when I stopped using this, and she's 2.5 now, so it's been like 2 years. Yeah, so I don't use this one anymore. Not really anyway. Okay, so let me see. I'll talk about this one because I'm actually using the Gem and Bee one right now, like it's what's packed up for me. So I'll talk about this one next, and then we'll move on to that one, and I can kind of unpack it and show you what's in it. But I have loads of packing videos about this. There will be more because it's my favorite quick trip bag. Definitely my favorite quick trip bag. This is the one that makes the most sense for me. It's the one that holds the most stuff that I'm actually going to need for a quick trip, which isn't a ton of stuff, but it certainly is more than I can fit in the majority of these bags that I do have for quick trips. And I'm not going to spend much more time talking about it because I really do have a lot of videos on this, and there will be more coming out for it because I just love it so much. So all in all, though, I think the big, not deciding factor, that's not the right word, but the biggest difference in being able to use this in the most effective way as my quick trip bag is absolutely the fact that it has bottle pockets on it, and actual, like, they're usable bottle pockets. I can put large sippy cups in here, or let me see, hang on, let me go get something. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Sorry, I had to go get some things to just kind of demonstrate, but okay, so these bottle pockets are extremely usable. Here is a Replay sippy cup, and it fits just fine. No problems using this in here at all. And on the other side, okay, this is, I think it's called a Lark. I think this is a Lark bottle. I think it goes in here no problem as well. So as you can see, like, you don't have either of these large items taking up any space on the inside of your bag, and for me that makes all the difference in the world when it comes to a quick trip bag option. And I think that that is what allows for the Midi Lennox to hold so much more stuff in such a nice way, and it doesn't actually feel any bigger at all. So yeah, love this one for a quick trip bag. Okay, the last one that I use, and I have been enjoying, however, I know that I won't be able to use it in the same way that I have been for very much longer at all. But it's the Gem and Bee Amber, and I absolutely love the way that this bag looks. Like, I love the way the bag looks. And I like the size of the pockets on the inside as well. But it's just not got enough room for me for both of my children as a quick trip bag as they continue to get a little bit older. So let me explain to you why. So, and this bag is full because I'm currently using it. But if you can see in there, everything is super, super organized and great. However, there is only one bottle pocket in here. And it's on this side right here. It fits a replay cup without any trouble, and this currently fits everything that I take with me when I go out for a quick trip. But my youngest daughter's about to turn 1, and she has like all kinds of teeth, and we've been breastfeeding, which has really made a big difference for me in terms of the amount of stuff that I have to take out with me, especially for quick trips. But we're about to start weaning, and so I'm going to have to be able to carry 2 cups, one for my 2.5-year-old and one for my 1-year-old, and there's just no way. I couldn't, there's nothing about this bag that would let me put 2 in there unless I just had it just loose in there, which I could do. I mean, I guess if I really think about it, I could take out this multi-cover and I could probably fit a cup next to it. I mean, I guess I could. So maybe I won't have to stop using it. Maybe I won't. Sorry. but in terms of like being able to organize things in there easily, you know, I would prefer to have just one more pocket in here. But there it is. I am actually about to do an unpacking video of this next, so I'll probably get them both up, you know, within a couple of hours or days of each other, depending on whether or not my kids wake up. But currently this one is the bag that I choose to take out with me. I love the silhouette of this bag. This is definitely more my style. Definitely more my style. But at the same time, like I said, I mean, there are some pitfalls, a word like that, with this bag. And so I don't see myself being able to use it as a quick trip bag when both of my kids are like, you know, when I start potty training too for my 2.5-year-old, like we're just beginning or about to start that stuff too, I won't have the ability to put the training potty cover, or, you know, the little travel potty seat, that's what it's called. I won't be able to put that in here. There's just no room. So I think that this is a really great little quick trip bag if you have one child, or if you have only one in diapers or none in diapers. It's probably good for those things, but outside of that, I think this is not going to work very well if you have multiple kids, and certainly not if they are close in age and young. So anyway, okay, well, that is it for all of the quick trip bags that I have, and those are just kind of like my just overall thoughts on them. Like I said, the Midi Lennox is my favorite, and then I would say probably my second favorite is this one, is this Gem and Bee one. So these two are definitely my favorite ones to use right now. I haven't been able to convince myself to get rid of the other two that I have. I mean, I am getting rid of 2 already. These 2 right here, I have a hard time letting them go. Even though I know this one, like this one doesn't really serve a purpose for me. If I'm going to take a bag like this I would much rather take the Midi. I mean, really, I'd rather take the Midi Lennox for most situations. The only times that I don't take the Midi Lennox are when I just want a more streamlined looking bag. And that's it. That's the only time I don't take it, honestly, for quick trips. Obviously, I take other bags for other things. but yeah, so I hope that was helpful. And I'll leave as many links for packing videos that I've already done as I can in the description box. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to talk about it. I'll probably do like an overview, kind of like my favorite and least favorites for my larger bags, and then I'll probably do that for all of the backpacks that I have as well. And I'm probably going to lump all of the backpacks together because I don't have a lot of backpacks. I have several, but I don't have a ton of styles. So like I have the Midi Amber, and then Thor and a Joy, and I think that's it when it comes to backpack, like specifically, like they're only, or excuse me, like dedicated backpacks. But yeah, so I hope this was helpful, and thank you so much for your time. I'll see you in my next one. Okay, bye.